Hey guys, it's Kip from Famous by Friday Pickleball. Got a brand new paddle to review, the new Joola Perseus CFX 16. Been very eager to get this paddle in. We've seen Ben Johns playing with it for the last few months, and Joola's finally released it, so very excited to get out the courts. I've already put the grip on, ready to go. So let me do some housekeeping real quick. Paddle's 16.5 inches long, 7.5 inches wide. It's got a 5.5 inch grip. It's got a 4.25 inch circumference. This paddle does come in at 8 ounces, which is much less than the original Ben Johns paddle from Joola, the Hyperion CFS, which came in 8.5 plus. So I'm anxious to see how this plays at a lighter weight. It's got a 16 millimeter reactive honeycomb core. That's a little bit different than the Hyperion as well. It's got the same surface, the carbon friction surface that the Hyperion had. It is thermoformed. It does have foam injected around the perimeter, and a big change, the carbon face, the carbon friction face goes all the way down through the handle. Joola's in the past have been a little fragile in the neck area, and I believe that will take care of that problem and make this a much more stable paddle. Very anxious to get out the courts and hit this right now. I hope you're going to be there. You can hit this too. I have a feeling a lot of people are going to want to try this paddle. The Joola Perseus CFS 16. I'll be back. Hey guys, just spent the last few weeks with the new Joola Perseus CFS 16. This paddle's a lot of fun to hit. It's a very good paddle. I'm kind of shocked how different it is from the original Ben Johns Joola paddle, a Hyperion CFS 16. The Perseus is different. First, it's lighter. I think I touched on that in the opener. It comes in at 8 ounces, so it's a little quicker through the air. The Hyperion was a little heavier. The very next thing you notice when you hit the initial ball is how soft this paddle is. Especially if you come from a background of maybe Legacy or 6-0 or Valère. All those paddles are pretty harsh. They're good paddles, but the paddles companies are starting to come out with the faces a little bit harder and the ball comes off a little quicker. So I was shocked that the Perseus is kind of soft. Now, that's not a bad thing. I kind of like a little longer dwell time. I like the feel of the ball coming off the face. So for me, that's not bad. Just a little different. But the rest of the attributes and the rest of the negatives all lie kind of in the same area. The Perseus has a smallish sweet spot. If you get it outside that sweet spot, the ball is not going to do much of anything. It's just you're not going to get the results that you want. It's not a tiny sweet spot, but it is smallish. But if you hit that ball in that sweet spot, all of the attributes come into play. You can control this paddle. It is very accurate. It is very consistent. It is a lot of fun to hit. You put that with the soft feel, and really you could stand out there all day and hit this and never have any fatigue. This paddle just kind of, it's like hitting a nice little pillow. It does everything very well as far as control, accuracy, and consistency. Now, the power off of this. So the entire time we're getting ready to check the radar gun on this, I was thinking it might max out because it's soft at 46 miles per hour, maybe max out. The very first ball off of this paddle was 51 miles per hour. I was absolutely shocked because it really feels like it's so soft the ball doesn't come off there that quick. The average speed on this paddle for serving was 50.6 miles per hour, which is over 50 for me is wonderful. I was shocked at how much power this paddle has, even though it doesn't really feel like there's power because it's so soft. I know I keep going back to that, but it really is. The paddle does everything pretty well. It's a defensive paddle. It's got nice dwell time. It's evenly balanced because they ran the carbon all the way through the handle, which I really like. It makes it just a nice, stable paddle. And you get through the air really quick. You can reset. The third shot drops are there. Everything in this paddle is very easy to turn from defense into offense. And it does it really well. Everything is good about this paddle as long as you hit the sweet spot. That is the only true negative about this paddle for me, is the sweet spot's kind of small. And not only, it's not truly small, you just have to hit it. Because if you get anything out of the sweet spot, you're just not going to get the results that you're asking for. Other than that, it's a really good paddle. I like to get this paddle out of the bag. I like to hit it. I'm going to continue to hit it because I do like it a little bit. I'm going to experiment with some weights on here. I know where Ben Johns puts his weights. I'm going to experiment with that a little bit. Maybe that will drag the sweet spot out. I'm interested to know if you guys have tried, if you've done that with your paddle, if you've tried the Perseus, and if you've done that. I would love to hear what your thoughts were after you did that. It is a good paddle. It's Joola. It's pretty cool. Just not what I kind of expected, but it's pretty cool. Anyway, please hit like, please hit subscribe. I'm going to be back with a lot more content coming up. Joola Perseus. All right, guys. Thanks for stopping by. This is the most crazy comfortable paddle. It's just like, yeah, stick it down there. It'll do what you want.